Alright, so part 2 of this video, because I tried to do it and it's really long. So, these are the other dolls that I keep in my room. I videotaped them using my camera, but unfortunately my camera's acting a little weird, so I'm just going to do it on my laptop. So, yeah. Alright, so going down from let's start here. So, I know these aren't porcelain dolls, but I did collect the Barbie dolls, and these were princesses of the court, so they were of all courts. I have 3 in my room, and 1 is out in the garage, and she is princess of the Egyptian court. So yeah, so this is the French girl, and when you think of medieval styles and medieval castles, especially stories like Cinderella, it's all based on French castles and French mythology. So, yeah, that's just it. So yeah, so that's why I got a French princess, because when you think of princesses, you think of French princesses. Unless you're thinking of Queen Elizabeth. But then Queen Elizabeth didn't look like this. Anyway, moving on. Hanging out with her is this princess. And she's a little dusty. So she is princess of the Portuguese court. And I'm part Portuguese, so that's why I thought it was really cool, and I had to get her. And a little bit about the Portuguese, they were the richest. So you think of princesses, it's French. You think, and like Cinderella, you think of rich courts, and it's the Portuguese. Alright, and then my last one, I do have an Irish princess because I collect the Irish things. So yeah, the last one in my room, and she doesn't have any shoes. They don't have any shoes. Barbies lose their shoes. Unless you never remove them from the box. And what fun is that? You don't want to just display them in the box. You want to display them. I don't like. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. All right. So, next, she is a hairbrush. But this is one of the ones that I truly love. This is Belle. From Beauty and the Beast. She is in her Christmas dress, and you should just, it's very rich. I love it. So Belle was my favorite princess growing up. I kind of right now bounce back and forth between Belle and Aurora, which is Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, so this is Belle. I love her hair. I'll probably do it eventually to one of my American Girls, because I'll figure out how to do it. Alright, so yeah, so she's, now all of these dolls, all of the porcelain dolls were gifts that people bought me because I was into collecting dolls, and so they got me porcelain dolls. So I'm very big into Disney, and very big into princesses and things like that, so, or Disney princesses, so yeah, that's my Disney doll. Alright, I have this little one, and she hangs out with Ruthie, and they sit and drink tea. So she actually came with a tea set, and I just go ahead and keep her with the tea set, with the picnic tea set. Different tea set than the one in my video. So next we'll just go, these aren't in order. I've given up on order with these guys because I've had some for years and some for, sorry, I'm being indecent here. Probably should put on a different shirt, but yeah, okay. So this one, if you've seen my other videos, I just got her. She's brand new since Christmas, and she came all the way from Russia. My grandmother went to Russia and got her back for me, and she was one of the best Christmas presents this year. Like I said, I love collecting dolls, and I don't play with them anymore. I just love to display them. All right, so that one came all the way from Russia. It's really cool on the plane and everything. All right, moving on. I'm also into dancers. So this is a little ballet girl. I got her when I was littler. She's losing feathers because this stuff is feathers, and then around her bun is feathers. So she's losing feathers. She was out in the garage for a while, and I'm pretty sure some animals might have gotten to her. But yeah, she's a little bit dirty from being out in the garage. But she's in my room now because she's one of my favorite. She's a dancer. I've danced since I was on and off since I was 9 years old. I took ballet when I was 9. Have done jazz, swing dancing, did Irish dancing for a couple of years, and I'm looking to get back into Irish dancing. And I'm doing Broadway currently, which is a lot of different styles, a lot of jazz, a lot of tap. I've done a little bit of tap, but the Broadway dance has some tap in it. A lot of character moves, things like that. So that's what I'm studying right now is Broadway. Just because I like to perform and I want to get better at dancing so that I can get some of those roles. Alright, so that's why I have a dancer doll in my room. Because I am a dancer. You can be a dancer at any age, shape, size. It's all about just loving to dance. Just know that, you know, unless you look like a stick, you're probably not going to be a ballerina. Because I never, or unless your mom puts you in ballet when you were 3. But there's a lot of people that do dance, and sorry, I got feathers all around me now. Do dance, and I've even competed in dance competitions as an adult, and gotten anywhere from first place to like 4th or 5th place. So it's all just loving it, and if you really love it, you're going to do well in it, and it's a great activity. And so I look at it as a sport and an activity, and fun, and not necessarily something that I need to have, but I do. You know, so anyway, moving on. That's my speech for today. So my next doll, like I said, I love history. I'm very much into history. I was a history major until I became a teaching major. And I still to this day, I watch the History Channel, whenever whenever there's nothing else on, I watch the History Channel, and it just grabs my attention. I saved all of my history books. Anytime I go somewhere, it's usually someplace historic that I can learn a whole bunch of stuff. So I love history, especially one of my favorite time periods is the medieval time, and any chance I get, you'll see me at a Renaissance fair if it's in my area. So dressed up, of course, because what fun it is to not dress up. So yes, I've got this is a Renaissance girl. I got her for like Christmas or my birthday or something. Probably Christmas. Birthday was always closed. Christmas was fun. So yeah, I love the way they did this braid. Her and my dancer doll, I had a Rapunzel in my closet who just wasn't doing it. So this is my replacement Rapunzel, and because I watched Tangle, she kind of reminds me more of Rapunzel because you know how the girls braided her hair and put flowers in it. So yeah, and she's got super long hair anyway, not as long, but alright, so that's my medieval girl. And then, so this isn't all of my dolls. I know, like I said, I'll have to sell some of my dolls. This isn't all of my dolls. This is just dolls that I plan on keeping because they're cool. So next we have this little girl, and she's kind of in her Easter little dress too, with a white tooth. What's cool about her is that she came and comes, and this is in my room too, in this chest, in this like trunk, and it's really cool because when you open the trunk, and she's kind of like an American Girl where she has clothes to change into. So she's kind of got this school clothes with a little sweater. She's got a little play outfit. Down here in her drawer is extra shoes, like black shoes and blue shoes that match her dresses. She's got hair ribbons that match her dresses. So you can just really dress her up and have fun with her. And then this side is, she actually fits right inside the trunk. So it's super cool. So that's why I brought her up. I actually found the Renaissance doll and the dancer doll while I was looking for her. And one of my other favorite dolls, which was a Mary and her lamb doll. Unfortunately, Mary was not packed right. Everything's out in the garage. Mary's head was not packed right, and her head came off her body. And unlike the American Girl dolls that have strings that you can just tighten their heads, she doesn't. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. She was one of my favorites when I was collecting them. So we'll see what happens. If you guys have any ideas? I don't think you do, but if you do, go ahead and. Alright, so my last doll, and if you're from Canada, you will know this doll. Even if you're not from Canada but love this story, you will know this doll. This is Anne of Green Gables. This is Anne from Anne of Green Gables from the book. I loved the books when I was growing up. I loved the movies when I was growing up. I even loved, there was a show on the Disney Channel back when you had to pay for the Disney Channel, and you guys don't remember that, I am sure. But when I was little, probably about your age, we had to pay for the Disney Channel. But sometimes we would get free Disney weekends. And there was a show called Road to Avonlea on there, which is a takeoff on Anne of Green Gables. But I've loved Anne of Green Gables ever since I was little. And I went up to Canada. I have family in Canada who we discovered, I would say about 10 years ago now, but it was like fresh then. And I don't know, probably about later than that, but we actually went up to visit them. They live in BC, British Columbia, which is pretty much, they're not for you like real Canadians, they're like, just over the border. I understand that, but they're from Vancouver, in Surrey, and they live around there. And so we went up to visit them, and in like an American gift shop, because Americans go up there all the time because we get discounts on your taxes. We found her, and I just had to have her. So she's not only a memory of my trip to Canada, but she is something that she's one of the dolls that I love. So yep, I hopefully someday when I travel will go to Prince Edward Island. And I understand that Avonlea is not a real city, and that Lucille Maud Montgomery was writing about a fictional place called Avonlea. I still would love to see it. So anyway, this is Anne. Yeah. I've had her for years, and her hair is kind of messed up from her hat. Yeah, that's why we keep her hat on. Alright, so there you go. Alright, so that's all. I know this video is really long. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And thank you for all of my subscribers that I have. And if you're not a subscriber, I hope that you'll become one day. Yes. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and bye!